The awakening moment. There comes a moment in life when everything begins to shift. It is quiet at first, almost imperceptible, but its impact is profound. You might notice it during a period of reflection, a difficult challenge, or even in a simple solitary moment where the noise of the world fades away. Suddenly, you realize that life is far bigger than your fears, worries, and daily struggles. This is the awakening moment, the instant when clarity strikes and you begin to see your life through a different lens. It is not about what is happening around you, but about how you perceive it, how you interpret it, and how you choose to respond. In this moment, the small anxieties that once consumed you, the need for approval, the pressure to meet expectations, the constant comparison to others, begin to lose their power. You start to understand that true happiness and inner peace do not come from external achievements or material possessions. They come from within, from knowing yourself deeply and embracing your authentic path. You realize that every experience, every person, every challenge has a purpose. Even setbacks and failures are not punishments, but lessons designed to guide you toward growth. As you awaken, you begin to see patterns in your life that were invisible before. You notice how every hardship, every disappointment, every heartbreak has shaped you, taught you, and prepared you for what is to come. Life stops feeling random or unfair. Instead, it begins to feel meaningful, connected, and intentional. You start to understand that you are not a victim of circumstances, but an active participant in your journey, capable of shaping your reality through awareness, intention, and action. This awakening also teaches the importance of stillness. In a world that constantly demands attention and action, it is easy to lose yourself in noise, busyness, and distraction. But when you take time to pause, reflect, and observe your thoughts without judgment, you begin to see life with clarity. You notice the hidden lessons, the subtle signs, and the quiet guidance that has always been there, waiting for you to pay attention. Finally, the awakening moment is transformative because it changes how you relate to yourself and the world. Fear, doubt, and resistance begin to lose their grip. You start to trust your intuition, follow your inner guidance, and take steps that align with your true purpose. Life no longer feels like a struggle, but like a journey of growth and discovery. Every moment becomes an opportunity to learn, to expand, and to experience joy. Once you recognize and embrace this awakening, everything in your life begins to shift: your thoughts, your actions, your relationships, and even the way you perceive challenges. From this point forward, nothing is quite the same. Letting go of illusions. Most of us go through life carrying illusions, false beliefs about what will make us happy, what defines our worth, or what guarantees our security. We convince ourselves that success, approval, money, or relationships will fill the emptiness inside. We chase these things relentlessly, thinking they will complete us. But spiritual awakening teaches a deeper truth. Real freedom, real joy, and true peace cannot be found outside of yourself. They come only when you let go of illusions and connect with the reality of who you truly are. When you begin to see through the illusions, everything changes. You start to understand that your worth is not measured by what you own, what others think of you, or how many people admire you. Your true value comes from within, from the essence of your being, from your integrity, your presence, and your ability to love and live authentically. This realization brings immense relief because it allows you to stop striving for what was never meant to satisfy you in the first place. Letting go of illusions also means releasing the need to control life. Many of us live in fear, believing that we must manipulate circumstances, people, or outcomes to be safe or happy. Spiritual awakening teaches that control is an illusion. Life is fluid, unpredictable, and constantly changing. Once you accept this, resistance begins to fade. You stop wasting energy fighting reality and start flowing with it, trusting that everything unfolds as it should. This does not mean giving up on goals or ambitions. It means approaching life from a place of inner calm, clarity, and trust rather than fear, anxiety, or desperation. Another illusion we often carry is the belief that pain or failure is permanent. Awakening shows you that these experiences are temporary and, more importantly, they are teachers. Every setback carries wisdom. Every disappointment contains a lesson, and every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Once you internalize this truth, you no longer see obstacles as threats. You see them as mirrors, reflecting areas where you can evolve and expand. Finally, letting go of illusions allows you to reclaim your energy and focus on what truly matters. You stop being distracted by trivial matters, toxic relationships, or societal expectations that do not align with your purpose. You begin to surround yourself with people, environments, and experiences that nurture your growth and elevate your vibration. The clarity gained from seeing through illusions transforms your decisions, your mindset, and ultimately, your life. Once you understand that most of what you worried about was an illusion, everything begins to fall into place. Your inner peace becomes unshakable, your confidence grows, and your actions become aligned with your highest self. Life no longer feels like a constant struggle. It becomes a journey of learning, growth, and self-discovery. And as you let go, the universe responds. Opportunities, synchronicities, and blessings appear, not as coincidences, but as natural outcomes of the clarity, presence, and truth you have embraced. Embracing your true self. One of the most profound lessons of spiritual awakening is learning to embrace your true self. Beneath the masks you wear, beneath the roles you play, and beneath the expectations imposed by others, there is a core essence of who you really are, a being of authenticity, light, and potential. For too long, many of us live in imitation, trying to fit in, seeking approval, and adjusting our behavior to meet the demands of the world. But awakening reveals that the greatest freedom and power come from being unapologetically yourself. When you begin to embrace your true self, everything changes. You stop comparing yourself to others, and you stop measuring your worth by external standards. You no longer seek validation from those who do not understand or support your journey. Instead, you begin to trust your own voice, your intuition, and your inner wisdom. You start living in alignment with your values, desires, and purpose, rather than constantly conforming to what society or others expect of you. This process requires courage because embracing your true self often means confronting parts of you that you have hidden or denied. It may require facing fears, insecurities, and past wounds, but each step toward authenticity strengthens your inner foundation. You begin to realize that your uniqueness is your greatest asset and that the world needs the real you, not a version shaped by fear or social pressure. As you align with your essence, life starts to feel lighter, more joyful, and more purposeful. Living authentically also transforms your relationships. When you stop pretending, people are drawn to your honesty and integrity. You no longer attract those who feed off illusions or superficiality. Instead, you attract connections that are meaningful, supportive, and nurturing. The energy around you begins to reflect your own truth. You create an environment where growth, love, and mutual respect thrive because you have embraced the same within yourself. Embracing your true self also brings clarity and focus. You no longer waste energy trying to fit into molds that were never designed for you. Decisions become easier because they are guided by inner alignment rather than fear or external pressure. You start to recognize opportunities that resonate with your soul and let go of paths that drain your energy or pull you away from your purpose. Your life begins to flow with greater ease, as though you are moving in harmony with the universe rather than struggling against it. Ultimately, embracing your true self is a journey of liberation. It is the realization that you were never meant to live small, to hide, or to dim your light for the comfort of others. The moment you accept and celebrate who you are, a transformation occurs, confidence grows, joy expands, and peace settles into your heart. You begin to live fully, without apology, and every choice you make reflects the essence of your authentic being. Once this understanding takes root, your life begins to change in ways you may have never imagined, and every step forward feels aligned, purposeful, and deeply fulfilling. Understanding the power of now. One of the most transformative lessons of spiritual awakening is understanding the true power of the present moment. Most people live their lives trapped between the regrets of the past and the anxieties of the future. We dwell on what has already happened, wishing things were different, or we worry about what might come, imagining scenarios that may never materialize. In doing so, we miss the life that is happening right here, right now. Awakening teaches us that the present moment is the only reality we truly have, and embracing it can change everything. When you begin to live fully in the now, everything changes. Anxiety, fear, and regret begin to lose their grip. You start to see that the past no longer defines you, and the future is not something to fear, but something to create consciously. The present is a gift, and every breath, every thought, every action matters. By being fully aware of this moment, you can make choices that align with your highest self, instead of being driven by unconscious patterns or old habits. Living in the present also allows you to experience life more deeply. You notice the beauty in small moments, the warmth of the sun, the sound of a loved one's voice, the taste of a simple meal, or the calm of quiet reflection. These seemingly ordinary moments become extraordinary when you are fully present. You begin to appreciate life in a way that is impossible when your mind is scattered across regrets or worries. Presence brings clarity, joy, and a sense of connection to yourself and the universe. The power of now also transforms your approach to challenges. When you are fully in the present, problems no longer feel overwhelming. You face them step by step, with focus and clarity, instead of being paralyzed by fear of the unknown. By addressing life as it comes, you find solutions with greater ease and make decisions with confidence. The present moment becomes your ally, your guide, and your foundation for growth. Moreover, embracing the now allows you to release attachments to outcomes. You no longer feel the need to control everything or force events to happen a certain way. You trust the flow of life, knowing that each moment carries its own lessons and opportunities. This trust creates a sense of inner peace, even amidst uncertainty. You realize that happiness is not found in what is coming or what has passed, but in fully experiencing the moment that exists right in front of you. Ultimately, understanding the power of now is about reclaiming your life. It is about living consciously, with intention and presence, rather than being swept away by distractions, fears, or regrets. When you anchor yourself in the present, life becomes more vibrant, more meaningful, and more aligned with your true purpose. You discover that the only time you truly have to create, to love, to grow, and to experience joy is this very moment. And when you embrace it, everything in your life begins to shift in ways you may have never imagined. Energy and vibrations. Everything in life is energy. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, and every action you take emits a vibration that interacts with the world around you. Spiritual awakening teaches that we are not separate from the energy of the universe. We are an integral part of it. This awareness is powerful because once you understand the energy you carry, you realize that it shapes your experiences, your relationships, and even your reality. Many people go through life unaware of this truth. They allow negativity, toxic people, and stressful situations to drain their energy, leaving them feeling exhausted, anxious, or unfulfilled. But when you awaken to the power of your energy, everything changes. You start to protect your inner vibration. You become selective about what you allow into your mind, heart, and environment. You understand that your peace, joy, and clarity are sacred, and you no longer give them away carelessly. Raising your vibration begins with self-awareness. You notice the thoughts that bring you down and the emotions that limit you. You become conscious of the environments and relationships that uplift or drain you. As you learn to manage your energy, you naturally gravitate toward positivity, inspiration, and alignment with your true self. The higher your vibration, the more you attract experiences and people that resonate with your growth, love, and purpose. Conversely, lower vibrations attract conflict, stagnation, and negativity. This is not coincidence. It is a natural reflection of the energy you emit. Spiritual awakening also teaches that energy is contagious. The way you feel affects not only yourself, but everyone around you. When you are calm, centered, and positive, you influence your environment in subtle yet profound ways. Others feel your presence, your confidence, and your peace, often without even realizing it. C. Conversely, allowing negativity or fear to dominate your energy creates friction and dissonance in your interactions. Once you understand this, you realize that the responsibility for your energy is ultimately yours. You cannot control everything, but you can control the vibrations you emit. Protecting and nurturing your energy transforms your life. You stop wasting time and effort on people, habits, or thoughts that lower your vibration. You begin to focus on what truly matters: love, growth, creativity, and alignment with your purpose. Your energy becomes a magnet for opportunities, abundance, and experiences that support your highest self. Every choice you make, from the people you spend time with to the thoughts you entertain, becomes intentional and aligned with the life you desire. Ultimately, understanding the power of energy and vibrations allows you to live consciously. You no longer react to circumstances. Instead, you respond from a place of strength, clarity, and purpose. Your inner world begins to shape your outer reality. You discover that the life you have always desired is not a distant dream. It is a reflection of the energy you carry. When you align your vibration with love, positivity, and authenticity, everything changes, and the world around you begins to shift in response. The ripple effect. Spiritual awakening is not only a personal transformation, it creates a ripple effect that touches everything and everyone around you. When you become aware of your inner truth, embrace your authentic self, and cultivate peace and clarity, your energy naturally influences others. The way you think, feel, and act radiates outward, impacting your relationships, your environment, and even strangers in ways you may never fully realize. This is the profound power of awakening. It does not stop at you. It extends infinitely. Once you understand this, everything changes. You begin to see that your words, actions, and presence carry weight. A simple act of kindness, a calm response to conflict, or even a moment of genuine empathy can spark positive change far beyond your awareness. When you live consciously, the energy you emit inspires others to elevate themselves, to reconsider their own thoughts, and to take steps toward their growth. You realize that true influence is not about control or manipulation. It is about embodying the qualities you wish to see in the world. The ripple effect also teaches you the value of alignment. When your actions are in harmony with your values and your purpose, your impact multiplies. You begin to attract like-minded individuals, experiences, and opportunities that resonate with your vibration. Your presence becomes magnetic, drawing people and situations that support growth, love, and abundance. Conversely, living out of alignment or reacting from fear, anger, or insecurity can create negative ripples affecting both your life and the lives of those around you. Awakening empowers you to choose consciously which ripples you wish to create. Understanding the ripple effect changes your perspective on success. You begin to see that true achievement is not measured by wealth, recognition, or status, but by the positive impact you leave behind. Every conscious choice, every act of compassion, and every intentional thought contributes to the world in ways that often extend far beyond your immediate perception. Awakening instills a sense of responsibility, not as a burden, but as an opportunity to participate meaningfully in life, shaping the collective experience with your presence. Moreover, the ripple effect reveals the interconnectedness of all things. When you uplift yourself, you uplift others. When you cultivate peace, harmony spreads. When you embrace love, it resonates outward, touching hearts and minds in ways that you may never witness. This awareness fosters a deep sense of purpose and belonging, showing you that your growth is intertwined with the growth of the world around you. Ultimately, recognizing the ripple effect completes the journey of awakening. You see that transformation is not only about personal fulfillment, but about contributing to a greater whole. When you live with clarity, authenticity, and intention, your life becomes a beacon of light. Every choice, every thought, Every action reverberates, creating waves of positivity that inspire, heal, and elevate. Once you understand this, you realize that the most powerful change starts within. And from that place, everything in your life and the lives of others begins to transform. Once you have journeyed through the awakening process, a profound realization emerges. The power to transform your life has always been within you. Everything you have learned, the awakening moment, letting go of illusions, embracing your true self, living in the present, understanding your energy, and recognizing the ripple effect leads to one undeniable truth. Your life changes the moment you change from within. It is not external circumstances that define your peace, happiness, or success. It is your awareness, your choices, and the energy you bring into every moment. Spiritual awakening is not a one-time event. It is a continuous process of growth, understanding, and alignment. When you embrace this path, you stop reacting to life out of fear or habit. Instead, you respond with clarity, intention, and purpose. Challenges become opportunities, failures become lessons, and every moment becomes a chance to align with your higher self. You begin to see life as a mirror, reflecting back the energy, beliefs, and actions you carry within. The more conscious you become, the more harmonious your life becomes, and the more you realize that everything you once feared or resisted was guiding you toward this awakening. One of the most beautiful aspects of this transformation is the freedom it brings. You no longer seek validation from others, you no longer cling to illusions, and you no longer allow negativity to control your thoughts and emotions. You start living authentically, embracing your true self without apology. This authenticity creates a magnetic energy that draws the right people, opportunities, and experiences into your life. Your relationships improve, your goals align with your purpose, and your every action becomes intentional, meaningful, and powerful. Living in alignment with your inner truth also allows you to understand the extraordinary power of now. You learn to let go of the past, stop worrying about the future, and fully immerse yourself in the present. Every breath, every decision, and every action becomes a conscious step toward growth and fulfillment. In this state, life no longer feels like a struggle, but like a purposeful journey filled with lessons, opportunities, and synchronicities that guide you to your highest potential. Finally, spiritual awakening shows you the ripple effect of your life. When you live with awareness, positivity, and love, you influence the world around you. Your energy uplifts others, your actions inspire change, and your presence becomes a beacon of light. You realize that true success is measured not by wealth or recognition, but by the positive impact you create in the world. Every step you take, every thought you cultivate, and every choice you make resonates far beyond yourself, touching lives in ways you may never see, but that are undeniably powerful. In the end, the message is simple yet profound. Once you understand the truth of who you are, everything changes. Your mind, your heart, your energy, and your entire life begin to align with your highest purpose. You are no longer a passenger in your own life. You are the creator, the guide, and the force that shapes your destiny. Embrace this awakening, honor your inner wisdom, and step into the life you were always meant to live. From this moment onward, everything is possible, and everything begins to fall into place